Right, so today's video is all going to be about what we're actually doing to the property here, and I'm going to talk you through some of the structural engineering drawings that we've had done and the architectural drawings as well, so you can see kind of how we're shaping this property into become a nice potential family home or for lettable rooms. So the first plan that I've got up on the wall here is the structural engineering drawings, and this basically gives us calculations on where we're putting steel beams to support the property for the 3-metre single-storey extension at the back, the type of roof joists that we're going to use, and various other bits and pieces. So it's quite detailed. It's really for the builder to kind of look at in detail to work out how they're doing things. And so yeah, it gives us a good indication of how the space is going to work with a lot of the detailed calculations on. So that's the first drawing. So this plan here is the architectural plan, which shows us in detail kind of what we're doing to the property internally and externally, I suppose. So if we start here with this proposed drawing, you can see the 3-metre single-storey extension that we're building, and it details the fact that we're going to use a warm roof structure, the type of foundations that we're building, what cavity we're using, bricks we're using, that type of stuff. So really detailed. And then the front elevation, nothing much is really changing there. We're going to need to have a little bit of a few tiles on the roof which are going to need changing, which are broken. Rear elevation, you'll notice that the windows are being changed at the back so that they match each other, and then you've got the new single-storey extension at the back. We're probably going to change this. Actually, we had a discussion today about this back door here, and we think it might be nicer if we put a set of patio doors in there instead to kind of open it up to the garden. And then if you go upstairs, so from the previous video when we took you upstairs, you'll notice that we've taken down this wall here effectively. So this was the old bathroom, and then what we've done is we're moving the bathroom into the box room at the front, and then we're moving that wall over slightly, which is effectively giving us 3 good sized bedrooms. These two are kind of in between doubles and singles, but they're a much better size than having kind of 2 doubles and 1 really small box room, which is kind of unusable. So really happy with that. And then downstairs, you've got good size front room, you've got a separate dining room. We're putting another toilet downstairs as well, and bathroom, which is really usable. And then the 3-metre rear extension is effectively giving us a nice kitchen and open dining room area. So that should make it a really nice family home. Or alternatively, and I always like to have kind of 2 exits when doing any property, whether you're going to sell it or rent it. But if we're going to let this property out, it can be let as a family home. It can also be let as potentially 4 good sized rooms if we use the downstairs room. And then at the back here, you've got details of how the brickwork is going to look, which you'll probably see when we do our next video and the extension starts to go up, and you can have a look at that in more detail.
Just a little explanation and some technical about this area here, which was the downstairs kitchen, which is now going to be a bathroom. The lintel above here has broke away and caused lots of cracking around the building, not just here but other places. We've solved that problem by bricking it up, shored it all up, and that's okay in this area. Another little technical thing about this house that we're going to have to sort out. This building, when it was built, they didn't use any lintels across the top at all. They just used a wood structure, 4x2s all the way across, but they didn't carry it across, they just cut them short, and this is the result. Any movement, you'll get a crack going right across the top. We're going to have to solve that problem. The downstairs structural issue that you saw, the lintel that's cracked, has also caused the above area, which is the little bathroom. That's also cracked, and we're going to be putting a new window just like that one there on the right hand side, same size as that's going to go in this area, because this is going to be a bedroom. So we'll solve this cracking business just by taking that out and redoing that whole area. Right, this whole area here, which is the front bedroom, there's a bit of an issue. As you walk, you sort of go downhill, which is telling me this whole bay has moved slightly and it's cracked on either side. You can see I've exposed all these areas here, and I'll be stitching this so that there's no more cracking going on, and probably lift up the floor so it's level. That downstairs crack that I showed you above the door, the problem with this whole house in the way it was built, here's another example, just above the doorway. Great big crack. There is no lintel, it's just wood, and slight movement in the building, you'll get a huge crack. So in some areas, we're having to use this method of repair, which is a stitch. So there'll be some metal going across these areas here with some really hard resin, and that'll be meshed up and redone. You won't ever have to worry about that. And there's some down here as well. This is all part of the same movement, but these areas we're going to stitch and resin. Right, this whole area, being an outside wall, has to be insulated. So we're going to batten and Celotex all this outside wall from ground level all the way to the top, and any outside wall will have the same Celotex and batten. Okay, this area here, the chimney stack, the same as next door and upstairs, same area, top and bottom. We've decided to go against knocking them down or removing them. We're going to keep them as they are, tidy them up, and keep them here. We're up to damp course level, as you can see. This height here. I just want to explain a little technical detail about this area here. So normally to go over a drain or bridge over some sewage pipe, you'd normally have a foundation area here. Well, we couldn't do that because the pipe's too close. So we put this huge 2-metre lintel into the building, and then we can work off of that. But yeah, that's where we are at the minute.